Hi there, this is Mark Ittleman, speech-language pathologist, and welcome to the teaching of talking. Well, we're out for a morning walk in the desert again today, and we're going to talk today about doing more and doing better. Wow. What do you mean, Mark? You want me to do more and you want me to do better? Yeah. All right, so here's the thought. The thought is that if you're getting speech therapy, or if you're learning how to speak better, we all know that repetition is the key to progress. But not only repetition, it's also making sure you're doing the right thing. So there's two very important concepts here. There's one, what do I need to be doing to improve my speech? And that's a big one, because if you're not getting the right information, or if you're doing something that they say will get you better speech, like iPads and stuff like that, then you're probably plumb out of luck, because talking is about a conversation between two people. And if you're going to learn how to speak, you've got to speak with someone who has learned about whatever problem you have. And once a person understands the problem that the person with apraxia or aphasia has, that person can pick the goal that needs to be addressed. And a piece of software doesn't really do it. It doesn't think. It doesn't evaluate. It doesn't do much of anything but do what it was programmed to do. And so therefore, there's no real thinking involved. There's no real assessment involved. Whereas when you're working with a human being can always address what's going on and see if it's working and see if it's not working and progress from there. But you have to have the information. Okay, so once you have the information, and then you start working on speech. Now, I've been in this game for 47 years, and when I meet with people for another visit or their weekly visits or whatever it is, a lot of times people say to me, well, we did okay this week. We got to practice a couple of times, but there were a couple of days when we just couldn't do it. And that's a game changer, and it's a game loser, because one of the things I want you to start thinking about, if you really, really want to succeed in your speech therapy, is that each and every day I need to do more, and each and every day I need to do better. When I do more and I know what to do, I will do better. If I don't do more, or if I do less, I won't do as well, and therefore the progress won't be as good. I mean, it's just commonsensical. And so one of the things that I encourage people to do is to do more, is to stimulate speech more. It's to practice more. It's to talk more. Because the more we do something, and if we do it in the right way, the better we get. Whether it's walking, or if we're on the dietary regimen, if we stick to that dietary regimen, then we can get rid of a lot of the fat on our bodies and a lot of the ailments that we have. And it just goes for anything. If you want to be a great student, you've got to do more, and by doing more, more than the rest, and you do better. So that's the whole idea of this video. That first of all, make sure that what you're doing is appropriate, because there are a lot of people out there who are doing nonsense therapy, spending time with it, and are not making the progress that they could be. Secondly, find a therapy that makes sense to the caregiver, that allows the caregiver to learn what to do, and therefore that caregiver can learn how to watch, can learn how to listen, can learn how to observe, and to modify anything they're doing with the person who's got apraxia or aphasia. And in that way, that individual will improve, because the caregiver is familiar with what needs to be done and knows what to do because they've received the necessary training, or they've read appropriately, things like that. So, in review, the new thought that you want to think about is, each and every day I'll do more. And I'll do more of the right thing, the right type of approach, the approach that I can see and hear and observe, and that I can see the person is getting better, and the person I'm working with is getting better. Now, there should be no question at all whether or not an individual is improving in terms of apraxia or aphasia therapy. If you know what you're doing, and you've been trained, or you've read and done the research, which I've provided in books for many of you, then you'll know what to do, and you'll know when to pivot and when to go do something else, or you'll know when to drop a particular goal that you thought might work and pursue a different one, or an easier one, or a shorter one. So realize that results in speech therapy, like anything else, like professional athletics or anything else, requires diligence, requires attention, and requires daily commitment. And the more daily commitment you have, and the more you do, the better you get. It's plain and simple. This is Mark Ittleman, speech-language pathologist. We hope you've liked this little video. If you have, please give us a thumbs up. And down below the video are links that will take you to an Apraxia book and our new Apraxia book. We even give you a free chapter in one of the offers. And then if you like the free chapter, you can order the book. And there's the original aphasia book that we wrote. And there's an aphasia short course and video program. And then you can join us on Facebook. There's a link to that. And you can join us on YouTube. There's a link to that. And if you want to contact me, if you have any questions, or you'd like to set up a free Get Acquainted call, there's a link to a questionnaire down below. Or if you want to contact me at my email address, that's down there too. So there's a lot of stuff for you. So there's no excuse not to try something new, try to get out and do something new, and learn. Don't leave it up to somebody else. You know, that's one of the biggest mistakes that people make. They leave the responsibility for talking to somebody else. Now, that somebody else can help you get started and teach you what to do, but don't think that they're going to get the job done, because they won't, because speech therapy has to be intensive. It can't just be an hour or two a week. You're going to hardly make any progress with anything like that. It's that everyday stimulation in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, when you go out, when you come home, when you have dinner, when you watch TV, when you get ready to go to bed, when you get up in the morning, when you go through your normal routine. These are all great opportunities to practice speaking, and you will see that your progress can really be amazing. So if this is Mark Ittleman. If you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up. Plenty of links down below, and we hope to see you soon. Bye-bye now.